Hello, Todd Clemens, Okeechobee Livestock Market, and here's your weekly market report from sunny South Florida again. Actually, this is the first full day of sunshine we've had in about 2 weeks. Well, last week we had a little bit of sun for this report, but it's been crazy weather down here. It's El Nino, and we're getting some cool weather, a lot of clouds, rain. Some people are talking about how wet it is at their ranches, and yeah, we're getting moisture, which is different this time of year. Normally it's kind of the dry season, but it's been really strange, just kind of like it's been out west with all the cold weather. And this market is certainly being driven by the weather right now. Winter is here and these fronts keep moving through, and it has shut down and closed down markets all across the country. Somebody told me that there were no markets, no sales going on in Texas yesterday. I heard that. And I don't know if that's true or not, but certainly parts of the country. There in Tennessee, you saw all that on the news. I did, where the semis were jackknifing and people were running off the road in the icy conditions, and you just can't move cattle in conditions like that. And so that makes prices a lot better in places like where we are down here in South Florida. Cattle movements going on as normal. We had a good run of cattle Monday. We had a lot of cattle come in over the weekend and ended up with right around 1,200 head for Monday. And then Tuesday was just a nasty day. It was rainy and just nasty. We didn't think we were going to have 600 or 800 head, but we squeaked out a little over 900 head for the day. So still over 2,000 head for the week, which is good for this time of year. And again, prices were definitely higher. Cows were $3 to $5 higher, and calves were $3 to $5 higher again. We had a bull Monday. The bull weighed over 2,000 pounds, I think 2070. That brought $1.44. And I told some people I think that was probably the highest bull sold in the whole United States of America. And it may have well been. It was a really, really good bull. But that just shows you how high these cattle are. Cows are bringing up there around $1.10 to $1.15, maybe even a little bit higher than that on some of the better quality, good yielding cows. And man, have we seen still a lot of cows coming to town, just skinny cows. And I don't really know why they should be in that poor of a condition this time. Maybe it's just the place and they were overstocked, or conditions weren't good or something, but there are just a lot of thin cows coming to town. But those cows are being bought by people that are going to take them and worm them and put them on grass or feed them and fatten them up and probably resell them later on. But there's just a lot of thin cows, and the old saying goes, they get thin in the winter and they die off in the spring. And I certainly hope that's not the case, and I hope it doesn't get that bad, especially moisture wise. Man, we've had more rain than we're used to, and pasture conditions, even though some places are wet, when we get rain going into the winter, we haven't had any frost yet down here, and which is hard for a lot of you people to believe, but I don't remember a night yet so far that we've been below 40, maybe 38 or 39, but not even close to a frost. So conditions are good here. Cattle are selling really good. The downside to this winter market is that the fat cattle processing has come to a screeching halt. Weather conditions have just kept these packers from killing and moving and processing. But that translates into higher box beef prices. I think they were like $12 a hundred higher, and box beef cutouts now are pushing right up to that $3 mark, when just a week or so ago they were down in the 270s. So less volume of processed cattle, and it's just kind of hard to get the numbers caught up. There's fewer cattle being processed every week, which would translate into a larger supply of cattle left in the feedlots. Cattle aren't gaining real well right now in these weather conditions, which your carcass weights are going to be lower, which means less product. but less product is being processed, that's why boxed beef prices are higher. So is it going to backlog again on us? I don't know. There's another cattle on feed report coming out Friday, I think, and indications are that it's going to be a pretty good report, that placements are lower and marketings are pretty good. So it should be a pretty good, positive, bullish report for cattle producers like us. So we'll have to wait and see how that works out. But these 6-weight calves here in Okeechobee, number ones, we didn't have that many of them, but the ones that were reported, we're bringing up there over $2.30 a pound on those 6-weight calves. 5-weight calves are up there around $2.70, $2.75. We're still bumping that $3 mark on the 5 weights. We hadn't got it yet, but we're really, really close. The 4-weight calves they're the ones that's ringing a bell because they're bringing over $3. They're weighing 4 1/4 to 4.30 or 40, bringing 3.10, 3.15. And the heifers are lagging behind, not as much as they have in the past, but I would say they're a solid 20 cents a pound cheaper on the heifers than the steers. But man, it's good right now, and we just hope it'll stay that way, and we can get from one end of the cattle industry to the other, from the packer making a little bit, the retailer making a little bit, and the producers making some for a change. Let's see what else is going on. Producers cattle auction. We've got some cattle lined up for sale. February the 8th, I believe it is. That'll be Thursday, February the 8th. It's a week or so off from now, but keep an eye out for that. There's going to be some good calves. There'll be some weaned calves on there, and that sale will start at 10 o'clock Eastern time on producerscattleauction.com. Look for, you can go to our website at Okeechobee Livestock Market, and you can see videos of the cattle and pictures and videos of those cattle that are for sale. So if you're interested in some good, really good number one South Florida calves, tune into Producers Cattle Auction February the 8th, 10 a.m. Eastern. If you're interested in buying some of these calves, you need to call us. If you're not a normal buyer and we haven't gone through the buyer's application process, give us a call, and we'll get that application from you and get you signed up so you can buy cattle on that website right there. So what else? We've got some high prices that I'd like to give you. I've got them right here. Let me see. We've got a little calf that weighed 200 pounds. The calf was brought in by Rodolfo Gonzalez from Homestead, Florida. That is the very, very tip bottom end of Florida before you get into the Keys. Now, there's still cattle down there, and evidently this was a good one because he brought $4.30 a pound. The calf was bought by DNS. And on the slaughter cow side, Michelle Jankowski from Bunnell, Florida. That's a little ways from Okeechobee, but she brought that cow down from Bunnell. The cow weighed 1,525 pounds. She brought $1.23. The cow was bought by FPL. That's your market report. Thank you for your business. We hope that you will hit the thumbs up, subscribe to our channel. We'll keep these reports coming out to you. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and enjoy the view. That's your market report. We'll see you later.